What up, YouTube Digital? This is a funny ass video because people, when they watch these viral videos, they miss things. Clue number one: this guy got kicked out earlier, like probably a day or two before. Clue number two: the guy came back, but in his own words, his shit is outside. The people inside are waiting to talk to the cops. But he says they're trying to steal the shit, but it's outside. What? How the fuck does that work? But then he says they held him down and beat him, which he does have a black eye, so I suspect they punched him and he fell down, and then the guy punched him a few more times. So I'm guessing this is probably a girl's house. He got kicked out. Gee, I wonder why. And now he's going back, and rather than being smart, because it was a DV incident before, he should have waited for a civil standby before he even walked over there. Even if the cops had to go do a couple of things before they came, waited for the fucking cops to be there. Always fucking wait. Do not open yourself up like that. So, God knows what happens during then, but, you know, he's failing the test already. Then, he starts disrespecting the cops as soon as they pulled up, and then he gets stupid and starts squaring off and saying he's a soldier. This part's actually funny, because it doesn't take long for him to be... Now, people say he got choked out. That's bullshit. The camera that you're seeing is a microphone camera. It's a camera on the microphone, and when they get out of the car, it automatically turns on. And you could see the cop pointing down at him as he's on the ground. So that tells me, one, the cop's not on him. It tells me that he's not choking him, because he's pointing down at him. Fuck you, dude. The other thing is that the guy's making... That's not choking. That's KO'd. He got knocked out. Now, he started regaining pretty quick because it wasn't a major knockout. But there is a martial arts technique, and I don't know which fucking one, who invented it, and I don't give a fuck. But it's basically a slap to the ear area right here, where it fucks with... It puts pressure, as in force, air pressure up against your eardrum and all that stuff, fucks with your equilibrium, so those nerves are overran. Then your hearing, and then the nerves around and everything. It's just too much. Your brain goes boop boop and reboots. Sometimes, if you watch boxing, you'll see people get as straight as a board. They're fucking all clenched up, like that's your brain rebooting and reconnecting to all the nerves. I know how this shit works, trust me. One thing I know is nerves. But this guy, you don't fucking square off to people, okay? Unless you know what you're doing, don't square off. If you don't want your ass kicked, you don't get in somebody's fucking chest and start saying stupid shit. It's just basic. I mean, come on. How much brains do we really need?
I know. Second of all, U.S. soldier, bro.
Are you,
know who you're talking to.
Okay.
Know who you're talking to.
Face?
Are you getting in my face? You step forward to me. Okay. I did not step forward to you. I know who I'm talking to, and you're down. You understand that? So you're talking to a United States Marine. You understand that? Okay, you're talking to a Marine. So I suggest that you never step up and get in my face again when I'm talking to you. Do you understand me?
Now you hear him.
So let's start over. Let's start over.
The act can stop.
Let's start over.
Are we clear?
Let's start over.
Are we clear?
Let's start over.
Are we clear?
He's not being choked. That's not choke.
Are you done?
Are you finished?
Are you done?
Are you finished? Are you finished? Okay, would you like to start over? Okay.
Unclench your fist.
Unclench your fist. Now let's start. Would you like to start over, or do I need to further introduce myself?
I'm completely done. I'm completely.
I don't need to further introduce myself. Okay.
I can't breathe.
Stand up, son.
Now put your cigarette out like I asked you. Thank you. Now stand up.
Now, are you familiar with who you're talking to?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Why did that cop ask him that? Because he got KO'd. Now, he was kind of talking in the middle of it, and some people can't. I've seen people do weird shit when they've been KO'd, and saw a lot of that in school. Some of it was me. Some of it was other people. You go to a gang high school, of course, gang members are going to clash against other gang members. It just happens. So you see people get knocked out. You see teachers get knocked out. The principal never got knocked out, though. Principal's a hard ass. I did get in a fight in the principal's office against another motherfucker, and I owned his ass. I basically fucking chokeslammed him on the principal's desk, but I won't get into that story. I got expelled for a week. What can you do? No. But anywho, the guy got aggressive with the cops, and he was putting a cigarette in the cop's face. It was clear that the guy was being a shit brick, and he keeps having these problems. Why? If you keep tripping, tie your fucking shoelaces. If you keep getting your ass kicked, stop doing this shit. Okay? You don't. How many people do you know that just randomly just get their ass kicked all the time? But don't say anything. Don't provoke it at all. They just go through life, never saying anything bad about anyone or anything else, but they just keep getting their ass beat. How many people do you know like that? Now, I've been uploading videos where I've been going up to people and saying, fuck you, and all this other bullshit, and they just go and do nothing. Like the fucking Asian kid in the Acura that gave me a dirty look on the freeway, and I put my fucking arm and hand right up fucking passenger side fucking window and said, fuck you. Did he do anything? No. Bella! I don't know if she's sleeping or not. She better not be sleeping. I'll have to go kick her ass. But that motorcycle video where I had that motorcycle pass me, what the camera didn't see is my arm out the window flipping that fucker off. And there is absolutely no way in hell he did not see me flip him off. I mean, my arms extended this far out the fucking window saying, fuck you. There's no way he didn't see that. Because there wasn't that much distance between me and the K-Route to start. I'm surprised I didn't hit him. Or the other guy who took a picture 100 feet behind me. That was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. I couldn't have fucking planned that one better, man. I was so glad I had the camera on that day. I have these things all the time. People don't realize that I don't take people's shit. You know, I'm not gonna fuck you. But it's at a price. I might get my ass kicked. And I'm saying that. I might get my ass kicked. But it could have. Yeah, it has a few times. A few. Against a few. But I can guarantee that nobody's beat me as bad as my father has. And that's one of the things, is I'm able to handle so much pain. People don't realize that the pain that I have to fucking deal with every day is crippling. I mean, crippling. I'm walking, and all of a sudden, my legs, I'm on the ground. And people don't understand how fucking painful that is. To have 3 vertebrae fuse together and start chopping nerves in half, and then when, like my doctor, my primary says, a nerve gets killed, 3 nerves come back, then they get killed. It just gets worse. It doesn't get better. My ablation surgery, where if you look at any nerve ablation on YouTube, they're all out. They're all asleep. They're on propofol. I wasn't on shit. They did mine, and the fentanyl that they gave me, the shot, did not kick in until 30 minutes after I left the fucking place. They did those on nothing. I didn't even have my normal pills that day. But it's just I learned to take pain. You know, like Mick Foley learns to take pain in wrestling. People say wrestling's fake. That fall from fucking 18 feet or whatever wasn't fake. You can't fake that. Okay? That hurt. When he's got his tooth coming out of his fucking nose, that's fucking fake. I've taken a slam in a fucking wrestling ring, and I'm telling you, it's not fucking nice. It hurts. It's not. I mean, it's not like dying, but shit, it's not as fake as people think it is. Those motherfuckers are. I have respect for a lot of those wrestlers that go in, like Yokozuna and Undertaker and shit like that, man. Those fuckers, they would go in there and they were fucking broken bones. Like one time, Undertaker's face was all fucking broken up. And he still went in there and fucking wrestled. Hulk Hogan, people give him shit. He has the same problem I do. And Hogan is now suing doctors because they fucked it up even worse. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him because God knows if the pain I feel is what it is, God knows what his are. I survived because I could take pain. I survived a lot of the fights just on that alone. If I couldn't take the pain, then I would have probably got ass beat. And I got... Don't square off against people unless you're ready to get... Because you don't know. A cop or not. If you do enough, and I'm going to tell you, that kid sure the fuck showed some respect after. I'll give him that. But don't. You know, god damn. And people, oh, police state. In a police state, You wouldn't be on YouTube saying it's a police state. They take your family out and kill you all. Dumb fucks. Yeah. A real bad cop is not something you want to fuck with. But it's funny that I had to go all the way to the Bay Area, pay a shit ton of money to a fucking lawyer to tell me to grow up and not do stupid shit. Yeah. 99% of the cops are fucking cool people. 99, I would guess 80% are vets. So show them some fucking respect. They don't make the goddamn fucking laws. Most of them don't like the fucking laws. Obviously, we've seen that. Okay, so show some fucking respect. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I haven't had a moving violation in 20 years. And the cop that just wrote me a ticket for that accident I had to write me for something. So he wrote me for the most stupidest fucking charge that he could find, which was failure to maintain lane. Not speeding. Some other things. But failure to maintain lane. That was my first moving violation in 20 years, because in 20 years I've been able to talk my way out of tickets. Just by being nice. Try it. It works. Most of the time, I don't even wait for the lights. If like you're on a 2-lane road, you're doing 80 in a 45, and all of a sudden you see a cop and you go, oh, fuck shit, motherfucker. And you look up and you see a fucker turn around, I just pull over. I just roll down my window, pull over. Here you go. Here's my information. And every time the cop has said, thank you for stopping. And I said, look, I fucked up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been fucking speeding. I'll never admit how fast I was going, because most of the time I don't know anyways, but I'll never admit how fast. But my wife has been in the passenger seat and saw me get out of tickets that have been excessive speeding. One cop was doing 120 miles an hour trying to chase me, and I never saw him, because I was already 1.5 miles ahead of him by the time he could get it going. And he didn't even give me a ticket. And we had that. I wish my friend can find that old security tape, because we have him the cop sliding sideways into his yard when he sees what I was driving. And it was fucking hilarious, the reaction when he got out of the car and he's like, Jesus fucking Christ, how fast were you fucking going? I'm doing 120 miles an hour and you're pulling away from me. You were back there? I didn't fucking see you. I was in an Astra, but people didn't know that Astra was not a normal one. But anyhow, be nice to cops. Don't fucking square up. Don't do stupid shit. People who don't do stupid shit, who don't hang around with fucktards, don't get fucked. Sometimes it happens, but the courts get it out. It comes out, it gets done. The cop gets fired. All 3 of the cops that fucked with me are never allowed to be cops again. Never. They all lost their pensions. They all lost everything. There's a saying about cops where it's the hardest job to get, but the easiest to lose. And yes, there are bad cops, but I'm going to say this right now. There are more good cops than there are bad cops. And most of those cops are vets. show them a little respect, and I tell you what, it will go a long way. And trust me, I know this because I've been pulled over probably more times than I can even imagine. I mean, just when I had my beige mini truck, my fucking list was this long in moving violations for everything from sound to anything. I won't even say how long it was when I had my Escort. I spent so much time in community service that they had me in Humane Society, they had me at the bingo hall, they had me at the fucking doing shoulder taps for beer drinking and shit. That's how much community service, because I couldn't pay the fines. They were way past the foul. They were, I think, probably about $3,500 before I finally smartened up. And after I paid that lawyer that money, and he sat me down, and he gave me some hard words of grow the fuck up, and everything that I followed since then is I better get my 750 out. And I did. I got my 750 out of them. Because I can tell you this, that after I moved here, when I first got that white truck that I have as my icon, a year and a half ago, I got pulled over for no registration and speeding. And I looked over at my wife and I said, you know, it's been so long since I have a moving violation, I don't even care if he writes me up. And he didn't. But he tagged my wife twice. I warned her. But it's all in how you talk.